25 years.
Welcome back. It's tax season, and people have been marking those forms ever since the IRS started income taxes back in 1909. Now, it was always expensive. Utah also started income taxes, and residents were paying nearly $3 in state income taxes 90 years ago. ABC4's Craig Wirth and a longtime accountant give us the history of taxes. It's tonight's Wirth Watching.
Well, it's time to be finishing up those old taxes. Oh my, all these little boxes to fill in. Yeah, that isn't new. They've had those forms for over 100 years. Yep, that's a 1040 from back then. And ever since, the average Utahn paid $3 in state taxes in 1932. And all those questions that come back to haunt you in an audit. Like in a 1920 Herald article, can I deduct the price of my mother-in-law's funeral? By the 1960s, the IRS had space age, fancy machines, and peppy music to catch you if you tried.
Information is recorded here in the computer room on master tapes. Checked for mathematical accuracy, sent to the National Computer Center.
Now you're not going to get past the machines. Don't underestimate them.
These machines are things of gleaming, varicolored metal and numerous flashing lights.
Need they say more? I do mean numerous flashing lights. You can't beat a system that has flashing lights, and one button gets you.
Most of these complex machines are placed in operation by the simple push of a finger.
You are found right on the button. And don't even try to deduct those bad acting lessons you paid for to get into an IRS film. CPA Gail Anger has done tax work for decades. He's seen it all.
After they started having to put the Social Security numbers down, I had a friend of mine call me up and he said, Gail, what do I do? I've been claiming my dog, and will it raise a red flag if I omit him now?
You see, the machines will get you because you cannot deduct even living creatures who don't have Social Security numbers. As the IRS says, tell it like it is. The IRS tells you how. Just deduct lines 2 through 10 and take 6% and add your age and then subtract 20 for no reason. Then it used to be you made a dash to the post office by midnight. Gail, the CPA, says it's still a dash, but not to the post office.
Most returns today are e-filed, and so you don't have that rush to the post office. You have the rush to the computer to send them off, hit the send button.
Now your taxes are at the IRS. Okay, I do want to say the IRS folks are really nice people. The ones in Ogden, well, they're our swell neighbors. And I'm not just saying that because I might be a little bit late, or my dog's Social Security number might be a digit or two off. Now I know folks have not liked taxes over the years. Well, this is a 1929 cartoon, but it is not the IRS folks' fault. Nope. So make sure you're on the good reel this year in the IRS computer, because they have the machines. Well, a lot has changed in taxes. Two of the biggest changes. Number one, it's a lot harder to illegally deduct your dog. And a good thing, you don't have to stand in line anymore on tax day at the post office at midnight. You can e-file. Craig Wirth, ABC4 News.
All right, thank you, Craig. Now, time to check in on our pinpoint weather forecast. And when it's tax day, that means we know it's spring. And I felt a little bit of spring weather today. I'm wearing my yellow. We saw the sun.
I know. Today, beautiful. Tomorrow, going to be beautiful as well. Well, now I've just spoiled my whole weather forecast. All right, well, I guess I'll have to give you a little bit more than that. But it's going to be a beautiful day to get distracted from taxes tomorrow. Let's take a quick look outside our studio right now. It's still about 60 degrees outside ABC4. That slight wind going through. Wind is going to be something we're going to be dealing with through most of the this week. Also in northern Utah, some moisture. So let's look at our headlines, shall we? Warm and windy. Well, I was telling you about that. We got rising river flows. Of course, we got those flood waters. Cold front coming in starting Tuesday, which is great news. We need that to keep the stuff at bay. And showers possible through Friday. That might be a little bit of a bad news thing. Like I said, it's all good news, bad news. Here's this southerly flow we've got. That's what's keeping us warm. And you can see it's been pretty good. I mean, even right now we're at 8 miles an hour. We've got 18 at Delta, but it was higher, and it's going to, when the sun comes out, that wind is going to come up again. So you'll feel a lot more of that tomorrow. It's going to be nice and warm, but let's see what that's going to bring. Hopefully, there we go. Let's take a quick look at Deer Valley. No clouds, so you can see just the beautiful stars that are out there now. Just gorgeous to see that going on right now. But the other good thing we've got is we're starting to see the conditions starting to return a little bit. These were green just on Friday, already back to yellow. That's that warmth that's kind of brought in a chance for an avalanche danger. And let's see what we've got coming up this week, shall we? As you can see, we're kind of rolling in a little bit of clouds on Monday as we're going. It's going to be nice and warm. But look at this blue line. That's a cold front that's making its way in. It's going to start to just creep in by Monday night. We'll really start to feel that in northern Utah. It'll start to come in Tuesday. Temperature's going to drop down quite a bit. And boom, a little chance of some moisture coming in Tuesday. Good chance with some rain mixed with snow, depending on where you are. Going to make its way, going to continue on through Tuesday. Wednesday, a chance. Mr. High Pressure comes in for a little while. We think it's going to get nice and warm. And he goes, no. I'm going to move my way on. I'm going to go on. So we're going to be watching that. Moisture potential. Good chance we'll see some here in northern Utah. But even more than that, we got some snow coming back in. We thought we were done with snow, but nope. Got to keep continuing on. Just kidding. Even all the way into Friday, you can see some places where we're going to get 8 to 12 inches getting into the mountains. So we're going to keep some snow coming in. Region-wise, we're going to be looking at warmer temperatures. Again, 72 in Salt Lake. Look at these 70s all up and down the state. 82 in St. George. Going to be another warm day tomorrow. So that's why that flood potential is going to be spiking tomorrow. We got to watch out for that. It's going to take a little while for that cold front to kind of cool that down. But looking at St. George, we extend that out. There you can see that temperature rising up as well. Then it's going to drop down quite a bit, mostly just breezy through there. But along the Wasatch Front, a little bit different story. See that rise up to 72 tomorrow, then dropping down 53, 51. Going to be in the 50s for most of our work week. Start to rise up a little bit in the weekend, but those showers, good chance we're going to get some wetness coming in on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those chances will remain there and throughout the rest of this week. But watch out tomorrow. Going to be beautiful, but we do have that chance for the floodwaters to start coming back in again. So be on the lookout for that. Sarah, Wes, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Bob.